Hi everyone, this is Kamal the Builder. I thought you'd get to know me through this video. We're posting a bunch of videos on YouTube, and in this particular video, I'm just describing myself, my background, where I've come from, and I have a slightly different approach to construction, and we'll quickly talk about these things. What it's like to work with a general contractor. Should I hire an architect? Do I need to hire a soils engineer? What I find is that customers don't know what construction laws exist. So in terms of my background, I have an engineering background. I don't have a traditional construction background. This is quite an advantage for me, as you'll see. And then in addition to my engineering background, I have an MBA in marketing and finance. That also helps me quite a lot. As a person, I'm a very hands-on person. I'm always learning, always trying new things. For people who know me from my childhood, you know, I've been taking apart and rebuilding and reconstructing things just to figure out how things work, just to figure out how things are put together, and that's how I've learned a whole bunch of things. And of course, I like to learn new things. I like to learn quickly. Whatever I learn, I'd like to apply that knowledge very quickly to real projects. So that's the type of stuff that has helped me a lot in construction. Always learning, always trying new things, and then my customers benefit because I can get them the best of everything. Having worked in Silicon Valley in the high-tech space for over 20 years, I use all the technology and everything I've learned in the corporate world to the construction business. What I've learned in the corporate world, you know, things such as project management, defining products, building products, all that stuff gets applied here. In addition, I use software and cloud services to the full extent. I use project management software, cloud services. I do detailed costing analysis, and my customers benefit from all that because I'm extremely organized, always trying hard to cut waste from the project, always trying to get extra cost cut from the project. So my customers benefit tremendously from that. So coming back to my experience in the technology world, I started out as an engineer, did a lot of hardware design, low-level programming, and that taught me to dive into details, to stick to the schedules, to stick to deadlines, to stick to budgets. That was very important. And then I became a product manager after I did my MBA, and that taught me to understand customer requirements, to work with what customers wanted, to write customer requirements, and to build what we call MVP, minimum viable product in the high-tech space. And I've applied that to construction. And I'll tell you in a minute how I do that. In the construction industry, I'm working with customer requirements again. I'm working with city requirements, and of course I'm working with California building codes. So now I have to comply with customer requirements, city requirements, and the building codes, otherwise the project will fail. In addition, the minimum viable product from my perspective in construction is what will pass inspection. I'm always working to make sure we pass all inspections the first time, all the way up to final inspection, so we don't get off our budget, we don't get off our schedule. So all that I've adopted from the high-tech space. And that's something I've been doing in the high-tech industry for over 20 years. So I've applied all that, and I'm applying it to construction now. And how I approach construction is, you know, I apply the same rigor as I've experienced in the corporate projects, sticking to budgets, sticking to timelines. If there is change, doing change management, and at every step doing risk mitigation to keep the project on schedule and under budget. So I apply the same rigor to the construction world as I did in the corporate world. In addition, I communicate clearly, talk to my customers all the time, set the right expectations. I take ownership of the projects, dive deep into details as I need to, and then I get things done. Those are the key things that have helped me in the corporate workspace, and I'm doing the same thing in the construction. In addition, I've built my own ecosystem. I have a very strong and proven team of architects, engineers, of course the workers that are doing the work, and I'm constantly streamlining the process, optimizing it every step so that I'm taking risks out of execution and always communicating timelines and schedules to my customers so they know exactly what's happening and what are the next steps. So that's me, Kamal the Builder. I thought you'd get to know me through this detailed explanation of where I've come from, what I've learned, and how I'm applying it to the construction space. Thank you for being with me, and please subscribe to my YouTube videos, and don't forget to ring the bell so that you can be notified of future videos. Let's go build something.